Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. I don't know if you can see that with the sunlight coming through. And for the support cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. There we go. Alright, already shuffled. Now what's going on here? Alright, so your overall energy is the Eight of Cups, if you can see that. Which is somebody walking away from something they had, something of value. The question is, why? So let's keep going. As you come into this time frame, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and then the Knight of Pentacles. So it's a lot of work, continued effort, a lot of work, a lot of love for this work, whatever the situation is. Now, you're very happy with this situation. At least in the beginning. You have a lot of work going on. You're constantly working, it seems like. Now, in the environment, there was one card below that. It's the Knight of Rods. Nope, it's the King of Rods. Which seems to double at the moment. Because I feel like this person's coming in and causing problems. I feel like this is upsetting the apple cart to the point where that's the end. Like, the Let Go card here happens. Right above that, you have the Eight of Cups. Right after the Let Go card, going like, it's what's happening going up towards you is the Devil card, which means you're not happy about this. You have the Queen of Swords right after it, which means you're communicating that you're not happy with this at all. Now, that being said, what also goes into, what seems to slur into this, is you have the Star card. So I feel like this might be a wrongful termination situation. Remember, it's a general read, so whatever happens here, it's the King of Rods, who I feel like also has some Knight of Rods energy going on there, kind of comes in and causes problems, and you're just going along doing what you need to do. Like, it doesn't seem right that this is happening. As this happens, like this, now, I feel like this, why it does seem it's work related, it's not all where it's a wrongful termination, not everybody. But some of you might be quite drastically or dramatically removed from a project. In other words, like, give me your stuff, you're done. No more with that project. Your job might change out of the blue. It's an upset at the very least. And you're not feeling like it's fair. I feel like you're kind of forced to move on from something that was good, that you liked. I do feel like you're forced to move on. Like, you can't, whatever it is, some reason, like, either the company might be switching locations, or maybe they're downsizing. Something is going on where you're forced to change, and you don't like it. And you voice that. There's definitely a change here. And it's something you have to let go of that you don't want to. It makes you very upset. And you're feeling very bound and restricted by the situation. You're very upset by it. And the Queen of Swords makes me think you're very vocal about it, and you get that out there. That venting seems to help you, though. In the environment, not the right time seems to happen. seems to happen. It's the card that pops up. Which means when you're venting this, I feel like you get positive feedback or something comes back your way, which makes you kind of feel better, but you realize that whatever this is not going to be acted upon right away. That this situation, I do have at the end the World card. It is ending, but it seems to be like this is kind of a little out farther from the Star. It will end in your favor, but it's going to take a little while. Like you seem to have to fight to get this rectified correctly. The King of Rods seems to be the biggest pain in the butt for you right now. But it will end up in your favor at some point. It's just seeming like it's a ways out. I feel like it's past this time frame. I don't feel like it's going to be quick. Excuse me. I feel like the King of Pentacles, nope, King of Rods. Why did I say Pentacles? Well, because it feels like a business transaction, that's why. This person, I think, feels a little insecure and wants you out of the situation because it's harder for them to keep control while you're a part of it. I'm not sure exactly if it's due to the way you work or the way you communicate, but they're feeling challenged. They're definitely feeling challenged by you, whether you're trying to or not. And that's why they've removed you from the situation. Yet, later, it does go back to your benefit one way or another. If it's a wrongful termination, you might win a lawsuit or something like that. If you're removed from a project, something else later, like I believe you might have your own. Somehow it goes to your benefit where the business situation goes back into your favor. Whether you come back to this I don't think you're coming back to this project, but you might go on to something else where this speaks highly of you, or somebody makes note about how unfairly you were removed because you were doing well, something like that. And the other person felt insecure about how well you did, that type of thing. In the long run, this does go better, but I do feel like it takes a while. When you're communicating out there about how you feel because you're really upset about it, somebody brings you information, somebody talks with you or helps you in some sense, but not the right time means it can't go forward right now, or it's going to take some time to iron out. Not the right time makes me feel like it's going to drag out for a while. But in the very, very end, you got the World card, which means it's going to be a successful ending. It's going to be a good ending for you. Not right away, but it is going to work out in your favor. That's kind of weird how it seems like it all kind of goes kind of fast here. So I'm just like double checking, because it seems like it comes in fast. It seems like you're working hard, you're loving what you're doing, you're out there doing what you need to do, getting things done, you're doing what needs to be done. But when the King of Rods butts in, he butts you right out, boom. Which it seems like it doesn't seem like, I don't feel it, either you don't believe it would happen, either you didn't believe it would happen, or you didn't see it coming, one of the two. And when it boosts you out, we got the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're leaving something, but you're forced to leave. I'm kind of feeling like you're forced to leave. I really do. And when you let go, it's really upsetting. I'm not thinking there's anything new, because it is going to work out. I feel like I'm bothered by the Devil card here, because I feel like if this is coming to you at the right time, it's saying be careful, choose your words wisely. While you have every right to be upset, you might want to be careful how you word things. That way in the future, things are easier and you get more of what's justly deserved to you. I feel like your words can be used against you if you're not careful, if you're a little vulgar because you're upset, or if you start mudslinging or name-calling, that could bite you in the butt. I feel like that's the whole point of this reading. I feel like that's why I'm going through this again. Okay. Because I think you're understandably, justifiably quite upset. Quite upset. It's just saying don't let your words bite you in the butt later. Don't put something on Twitter or Facebook that somebody's going to pull back and be like, oh, and you said this, and like saying like, oh, see how difficult you are to work with, and you're just like, it has nothing to do with the work situation. This is how upset I was afterwards. But don't let people twist that against you. Like hold it back or put it in as Don't put it online. That's for one thing I would definitely say. Because I got the Queen of Swords here. You're communicating that you're upset. Be careful where you say things. Be careful what you say. If you can't control what you say, at least control where you say it. Don't put it anywhere where somebody can play it back or like pull up something you put on Facebook and say, see, even if you delete it later, people can copy that stuff down and save it to a file. You don't want to do it. I'm just saying. Because sooner or later, this situation goes back in your favor. And the better you look, like the more you can control this and not let that stuff hinder you, the faster and easier it will be for it to come back in your favor at the end. It's still an end either way for this situation, be it a project or the actual job, but not letting this hold you down or just being careful how you communicate will just make it easier for you in the long run. All right, so that's what we're talking. Because I kept coming back and I'm like, there's something that's missing here, something I need to say. Because I completely agree that this was not fair. It seems very not fair the way I'm reading these cards, but don't let it hold you down. Don't let somebody else use your frustration against you because you're just justifiably upset. Yes, don't let people use that against you. That's all I'm saying. Okay, anything else with this? All right, I'm gonna wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.